Welcome back to Hey Brother. I'm your co-host, Matthew Modisett. We are officially in the teens. Episode 13. About to hit puberty, unless it's like me, and you don't hit that till 17, 18. Late bloomer, baby.
Me too.
As always, we have the cyborg, Ryan Modisett.
Yeah.
What's up, bro? How you doing?
Good. Actually, I don't know if the fans know that I had surgery, because I had surgery last week.
Shoot, did we tell them?
No, I didn't know I had surgery until after we shot last time. So they don't actually even know that I'm a cyborg.
Oh, right.
So this is
new information.
This is big news. This is like big Let's Get Topical news.
All right, we'll save that for Let's Get Topical.
Yeah.
A little bit of housekeeping to start. We forgot to mention on the last podcast that we didn't go to the Denver trip.
My bad.
There will be no ultra premium tier content since we didn't go.
But we sacrificed content for content.
For more content.
Yeah.
Yes.
Broken arm.
Yeah, that's I think the rule of content is the only way to get more content is to sacrifice content.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah, Newtonian's fifth law of content. Everybody knows it.
I know it.
If you don't, you're just not in the biz. Everybody knows if you're in the biz, you know what I'm talking about. So that's a little housekeeping. So we're a little bummed about it.
Yep.
We were really excited for
Kyle
that.
And Scott, because they're really looking forward to it. But
we all were.
We're sort of planning for it in spring.
So spring. Since the broken arm kind of put us back a little bit. Not put us back, that's the wrong term, but just sometimes shit happens.
Yeah.
So we couldn't go to the trip. So I think we're going to try to push that till spring.
Yeah. Thank you, Southwest, for giving you a year to use your plane ticket again.
Dude, that's huge. I thought we were like, fuck. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to just lose. Yeah. Actually, I'm not even going to lose anything because it was miles.
Yeah. But you're not going to
I get my miles back. Yeah, I get my miles.
That's huge.
I know. I got my miles back. It was awesome. So I got my miles back.
How many miles was that? How many miles do you have?
I have a decent chunk. Just because when I did that credit card deal,
they give you the bonus.
They give you the bonus, and so I haven't really been on a flight in a while,
awesome.
in a fat minute. So I still have the miles.
Does Southwest fly to overseas?
No, they only fly to the Caribbean.
I'm just kidding. That was a joke.
Fuck.
Didn't hit.
Because I would be there tomorrow if Southwest flew to Europe. But no, they only fly domestic, and I think Caribbean, maybe Canada.
I don't even think that.
Maybe Mexico. I don't know. Southwest is the airline, though. That's by far. I won't say I won't fly anything other than Southwest.
It's mine too. I've
never had a bad experience with Southwest.
Never bad experience, and when I search for flights, in my experience, they are the cheapest flights.
Yeah, and you get to check 2 bags for free.
Mm-hmm.
You do have to. Everybody goes fucking savage barbarian mode when you have to go to the gate.
No assigned seating. So everybody's just a savage when you go to the gate. Right.
Get out of my way. But other than that, it's amazing. I love Southwest.
And I'm not really picky to begin with, so just give me a cheap flight, get me from A to B.
Yes. I will say if I hate a middle seat. I do not like a middle seat.
You don't like a middle seat?
No.
So
I hate a middle seat.
There are certain Delta and American Airline airplanes where there's just 2 seats on each aisle, and there's not even a middle seat.
There's no middle seat?
No middle seat.
Well, then I would say that's shoddy business practices. You should maximize profit. Actually, I don't know if I've ever. Man, when's the last year? I don't know when the last time I didn't fly Southwest was. I mean, I don't really go on many flights. We're
a Honda family, and we're a Southwest.
We're a Honda family and a Southwest family. I've only probably been on when I lived in Arizona, I flew back a couple times. That might be it. When I lived in Nashville, I just drove. Yeah, I have only been on a couple flights. I'm not a big flyer. Airports.
Not like you're against it. But
not against it, but I don't enjoy it.
I enjoy the pat downs.
Oh.
I don't wear underwear anymore.
Sir, where did you come to the back?
Just kidding. Okay.
But airports, you see you see humans become animals. I saw this one dude one time. He took not just his shoes off, his socks. He was barefoot on the plane. I was astounded.
Yeah, that's actually kind of gross.
I wanted to kick him out.
Airport in bare feet?
No, he was on the plane.
Yeah, but he had to walk through the airport. Even airport.
No.
Too.
So he had shoes on, but he took them off on the plane.
Oh, okay.
So on the flight, and I was like, flight attendant, can we kick this guy up? I know we're 40,000 feet in the air, but this guy needs to eject the aircraft.
It is gross, but that may have been one step too far.
I don't know. There's parachutes on the flight. But for like, what goes through your mind thinking it's okay to go barefoot? And he like was putting his feet up and shit on the seat. Like, what are you doing? Thank God I didn't sit next to him, or else there might have been problems. He was like 3-4 rows like ahead of me.
Okay.
Airports. All right, so should we pivot and just be a Southwest sponsor now?
Yeah, truly sponsor
Jersey Mike's now Southwest.
And wasn't there a fourth?
We lost that sponsor.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gone now.
Yeah. We're loyal.
Yeah, we're dedicated to the pod. Can't have that. If you trash, there's some things on this pod we don't allow. If you trash Truly's Jersey Mike's or National Treasure franchise, you're done.
All trash National Treasure franchise.
This podcast is over then.
The first movie is so good, and the second one's decent, but it doesn't even measure up to the first one.
Bro, they're both great movies.
I don't. First one,
right?
Ryan. First one's great.
Ryan,
and I'm not picky on movies either. I love everything.
Ryan, this podcast is a pro National Treasure podcast.
We're okay. I'm okay. I won't disagree with you there, but the first one's better than the second one.
One of my guest questions is I asked a guest if they want to come on.
Yeah.
I was like, do you enjoy National Treasure? If they say no, they're not coming on. That's like one of the few criteria. All right, what the hell are we talking about?
Hey, brother.
Oh, hey, bro. What's up?
Let's get topical. So time for big news, local buzz around town, or just things that are on our crazy minds. And so first topic that we have on the slate is an update on my broken arm.
Yep. All right, so, bro, you Winter Soldier, RoboCop, Terminator now. How bionic?
I think.
What's the level?
I'm Winter Soldier.
Dang, you got an adamantium arm?
I got an bionic arm. I am on the Avengers. Best friends with Captain America. I think that sounds pretty good. That's really what I want. I'm not really thinking.
That's big.
Yeah.
Cap's kind of the guy.
Yeah. Cap's the guy, but I'm Winter Soldier.
So for the fans and for the viewers at home, bro, what kind of surgery did you go through?
So I had, what was it called? Like open right arm reduction surgery, I think. Yeah, it's close, but that's a little off. That's close. And so the incision was 11 inches. And you know what they say about people who have big incisions?
What do they say?
JK. But the incision was so much bigger than I thought it was.
Were you under?
Yeah, I was under for 7 hours.
Damn.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
It's between 6-7 hours. So they originally told me that it was going to be 3 to 4 hours long. And it took a lot longer, obviously, almost double. So being under for 7 hours for the type of surgery I had is very abnormal.
Welcome to the
1%. So, I mean, the reason why is because my break was around a lot of sensitive nerves. And so they wanted to have visibility into all the nerves in my arm. So they... And there's also a big, huge plate that went along my humerus as well.
So did they have to like open up your arm?
Yeah.
So like make a cut, open up your arm, go to the bone.
And they basically.
So like they separated muscle and shit?
Yeah. They said it was tough to.
Because you're swole.
Another reason why it took so long, because I have a lot of muscle. I'm not trying to brag, but. But they said that was one reason why it took so long is because there was so much muscle in the way of all the bone and the nerves. But anyways.
Flex on them, dude.
I did not mean to brag.
Yes. Now that's why I feel like now it's all coming clear. You got the break because I was pumping more weight at you at the gym. So you had to get a bionic arm. That's okay.
Yeah, so got 2 plates, 15 screws. Yeah, it was pretty hefty. I was super nauseated after I woke up.
Yeah, do something with Modicet Men and anesthesia just doesn't work. The old man had a hip surgery about a year ago, and he did not take the medicine and the sleep medicine well.
Yeah.
You didn't take it well.
Yeah.
God
And
willing, I never have to do that.
You get motion sickness quite a bit, I bet.
I get motion sickness.
Should I show the pod this scar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on, yeah. So we're gonna.
I showed it to the bro before.
I wish
I wish I would have saved it because his reaction was priceless.
All right, so we're gonna show this to the video listeners or video viewers. So Ryan's gonna show you guys a scar real quick, and then for the non-video listeners, we'll put this on probably Instagram or Twitter. It is the gnarliest shit I've ever seen. I'm telling you, it's a fat ass scar all the way from his shoulder to elbow. It looks like he got bit by a shark. I was stunned. I was stunned how crazy it was.
It's pretty big,
dude. It's like deep and like it's like you got slashed by a sword or something down your arm, bro.
Is it Eddie Kruger? Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, like all you have to do now is if you go to the pool in the summer, you just flex a tri.
Yeah,
and then all of a sudden that scar's popping. Yeah. That's it. That's game over.
Yeah, chicks dig scars.
They do. Man,
isn't that right, babe?
Shouts. We have not necessarily a guest, but we have a good friend of the podcast.
Oh, my girlfriend.
Ryan's girlfriend Tara is here with us.
Yep, she's in the back.
Shouts to Tara. Podcast loves you. You love the podcast.
Yep. Yeah, so 11-inch incision. It's gonna be and so crazy thing is also
I'm still in awe. Like that
it's pretty
scar
big.
Is just so gnarly.
It's pretty big. Yeah. Yeah. But, it's been a week, a little over a week now, and my doctor told me he encourages me not to use a sling. And that first blew me away.
Yep, same.
1 week after surgery, and you don't want me to have any support. So, and it was tough at first. Because it was still super swollen, tender, soft, but it's actually not too bad. It's amazing that with the support of the rod and the screws in my arm,
you're bionic.
I can do small things like 1 week after surgery.
Yeah, I mean, remember, even just a week ago, you were in the sling and you could barely move.
I was in a huge cast.
Yeah, you could it had to be 90 degrees or else you were in pain.
Yeah, no.
Man, that's wild,
pretty
dude.
Crazy.
So Ryan's arm update, he's doing good.
Mm-hmm.
How much time until you can lift weights or swing a golf club?
Good question. So full recovery is going to be 3 months.
Okay.
So, and I'm going to start physical therapy in a couple weeks.
Mm.
So 6 to 8 weeks is recovery time. Full recovery is 3 months, and then I won't get back to 100% back to normal in 6 months.
Okay.
So I guess when I say full recovery, I take that back. Full recovery is 6 months, but I'll be able to go to the gym in 8 weeks.
Is that wise?
That was the doctor recommendation. I asked him because working out is something pretty important.
I don't know, bro. I was pre-med for a week. That's all I'm saying.
Well, honestly, with how fast this is, I mean, I can't really put any force on it. It hurts.
Still.
Like carrying a coffee mug is okay, or a pen, but if I exert any force to it, especially pushing inward, there's a ton of pain. So, but
it's getting better.
Yeah, no, obviously, swelling's gone down.
Good.
So,
well, that's good.
Yeah. So this will be an update
probably every pod.
Every pod.
See how Ryan's arm's going.
Little things I can do here and there. So.
And that's your dominant hand, right?
No sling, which is great, huh?
Dominant hand, right?
Yeah. So that's been tough. Writing, typing, driving, shower, blow drying my hair.
the essentials.
Yeah, I can do that now here and there, but yeah, it's still typing. I still type with one hand and stuff.
Well, welcome to the Broken Arm Club.
Yeah,
I broke my arm. Remember that? We were really young.
How'd you do that?
Oh, back when we lived in Colorado, we had a slanted 45-degree angle driveway, and we had a minivan at the time, with those sliding doors.
Yeah.
All y'all who had soccer practice know what I'm talking about, that minivan struggle.
Oh, yeah, I remember that now.
Yeah, so we were going down the driveway, or Mom was driving down the driveway, and the this door wasn't completely like closed.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I'll just close it real quick. So I opened it, and then Mom like kind of geared it down on the driveway. So we were on a downward slope, and the sliding door just
I remember that.
slammed onto my arm, and I don't know if it was a break as bad as yours. It definitely wasn't, but it broke. I don't even remember the pain. Actually, I don't remember really anything from it.
When you were 4 years old.
I wasn't that. I was like in first grade, I think. But that was really young.
Still, like, that's 6.
First grade's not 6.
First grade is 6.
No way.
You're in kindergarten when you're 5, 4 or 5.
What?
And then you're in first grade 1 year after that. Yeah, 6.
Tar, are we in first grade at 6?
I have to agree with Ryan.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, 6th grade. Yes.
We're that young and you start learning stuff? Dude, I'm honestly taken aback right now. I was 6 in first grade. No wonder I don't remember anything.
Yeah,
I remember I ripped my fucking pants twice in one day. So I ripped my pants. Mom brought me a new pair, and then I ripped them like an hour later in recess. And I just had to live with ripped pants for the rest of the day.
That's a bad feeling.
It was exhilarating.
That ruins your day.
No, it ruined my day at the time. There's not much that can really ruin your day when you're in first, second grade. It's like if recess is canceled or if Bill Nye doesn't get shown.
Yeah.
And that's it. And then rip pants. Shouts to, this is a completely tangent, but it popped in my head. Because I know a lot of people from St. Louis didn't have this.
Yeah.
But in Colorado, we loved Crazy Bones. So it was a game when we were kids. That's a flashback, dude.
Yeah.
But do you remember that at recess?
Oh, yeah.
So if anybody listening played Crazy Bones, hit me and Ryan up. We still got the Crazy Bones. If you want to get ran, let me know. So the people that don't know what Crazy Bones
are. This is actually a really good floor for it.
Yeah, it's a perfect Crazy Bones floor.
Yeah.
So it's like little miniatures that are made of probably
plastic.
Like plastic. And they have different like characters, and you would set them up against each other. So Ryan would set one up, I would set one up, and you try to flick your character and hit down the other person's character.
Right.
And it was the best thing.
It was simple fun.
Yeah, it was simple fun. It was like marbles, but with
like
crazy characters. Yeah,
which is kind of cool.
It was so fun. But I remember when we came here in like 4th or 5th grade, nobody played Crazy Bones.
No, it was a Colorado thing, I guess.
It was, I guess. If you play Crazy Bones, hit us up. The other big thing when we came here was Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon was still pretty big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, Christmas is coming up.
Yep.
About shopping time.
Yep.
Have you done any shopping, and what am I getting?
So
Matthew is the best gift giver, by the way.
I'm good.
So what are you getting me?
So I was at the mall literally right before this.
Oh, go ahead.
I was at, her gifts were lit.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for mine.
What'd you get me, huh?
So I was at the mall literally before we were recording this. Oh, shoot. We forgot to say it too. We are recording on November or December. Jesus. December? What the hell? December 13th, Friday.
It doesn't surprise me because you didn't think
December the 13th.
First grade.
December the 13th. Friday before the Tuesday upload. Friday the 13th. Oh, God. Woof. If you believe in superstitions. Some people do, some don't. I don't know what I believe. But, so I was at the mall trying to do some Christmas shopping. And I'll be honest with you, bro. There wasn't a good gift for you there. I went to almost some stores.
It's okay.
I was feeling it out.
Very thoughtful.
Yes, I was feeling it out. And when I went I haven't been to the mall in a long time too. It's just all clothes, which is nothing wrong. Clothes are dope. But I don't really want to give you clothes for Christmas.
I know. Thank you.
And clothes are always a tough gift because you never know if they're going to like the clothing you give them.
That's true. It's a very it's personal item.
Yes,
right
yes. It's if you have to guess their fashion style.
Yeah,
and that's hard to do. So I wasn't gonna do, but I will say, that was the first time. Like I said, the first time I've been in the mall in a while. If I was like a trillionaire, holy fuck, how much money I would spend. Like there was just so many cool stuff. I was like, oh my God, that looks amazing. I need this. And then I'm like, oh my God,
you're a little bougie.
Yeah.
I gotta admit,
Bro, there was so much.
flashy new shit out there.
No.
You're buying it.
There was some cool stuff there.
You're a little bougie.
You want to tell? I
No
almost bought it.
criticism or judgment.
I almost bought it, bro.
What'd you buy?
It was a Santa robe. but it wasn't. So it was like a Santa robe, but it wasn't a Santa robe. If that makes sense. It was like a long kind of. It wasn't. It was like a long cotton garment with like white fur at the sleeves rolled back.
Okay.
In red, so it wasn't like a Santa coat.
But it reminded you of a Santa robe.
It kind of looked like a Santa coat, but it was like I guess what you said is perfect. It was like a bougie Santa coat, and I was like, I need this.
Damn.
I almost bought it, but the thing at the mall, it's like, oh man, everything's so expensive, dude.
Oh yeah.
Like, and then I went to Urban Outfitters. There was a really cool just graphic tee. It said National Geographic and had the National Geographic logo.
Yeah.
I was like, oh fuck yeah, this is awesome. And it was like $60. I'm like, there's no way I'm buying this.
Way.
There is no way I can justify buying this $60 shirt.
Mm-mm.
That was probably made for $2. But mall has a ton of good stuff. Oh, dude. I almost bought, I think I was saying earlier before the pod, I almost bought you a plant. So I went to this really, once again, bougie, really nice kind of home decor place.
Yeah.
Really cool stuff. It was a little too expensive for my blood, so I didn't do it. But at the time, I had to fart really bad. And I felt bad doing it in such a bougie place, you know?
Yeah.
Have you ever felt like it was in a high-class place? I'm like, I am too low class for this. I can't lower this place
What about
up.
like just fuck these guys? I'm just
yeah, fuck the man.
yeah, that's right.
No, I remember I held it in. I was like, I can't fart in here. This place is way too nice. But didn't get you that. I couldn't get Savannah anything either. She's tough to buy for.
Damn. So no progress in the Christmas shopping.
Nope. I have mom and dad's gift. I bought it on Amazon.
Okay.
And that's another thing when I went to the mall. Amazon's a godsend.
Yeah, it is. It's
gonna
take over.
It's probably
already
going to be.
taking over,
It's probably going to be the end of civilization. But oh my god, is it convenient?
You know.
I just can think of something and order it. I don't have to like go and search for stuff.
In a day, you pay $120 a year to get like I don't know the percentage, but I'd say the majority of the stuff that they have on Amazon sent to you in one day.
It's amazing.
Like that's an
It's
incredible
amazing.
perk. Yeah, that's
how I got mom and dad's gifts, or I got mom's gift differently. I'm not going to say it because our mother listens to the podcast.
yeah. Don't say it.
And then Pop's gift. I don't know if Dad listens to the podcast. I got Pop's gift on Amazon as well.
I haven't done gifts yet. That's a to-do item for me.
Yep. That's why I was like, okay, I have some time to kill. Let's go to the mall.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
But oh man.
Good question for you.
Yeah.
When did you stop believing in Santa?
Did we talk about this?
Did we?
Yeah, we talked about it last
On
time.
the pod?
Yeah.
Okay.
For me, yeah, you was like
Scratch
when you went
that,
to
man.
school.
Yeah, first grade.
I think you spoiled it for me. I think I was like in second or third grade, and you were just like, Santa's not real, fam. And I'm like, what?
Did it really?
I think you did. If I'm being
I
honest.
think I wanted to save you though. I don't think I was trying to be a dick. I was like,
Yeah, this dude cannot go into fourth grade believing in Santa.
yeah. That's what Savannah did.
Yeah, dude.
She was in
Yeah,
fifth
your-
grade and still
Your
believed in
ass is gonna
Santa
get
Claus.
bullied.
I
I mean, do I want to believe in
Which is
Santa?
fine, but
Yeah.
and that is kind of late. I mean, how old are you at that point? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like 10, 11 years old?
Like, I want to believe in Santa. It's a cool story. But you just get to an age where you're like, yeah, this ain't happening,
yeah.
fam.
Reindeer don't fly.
Yeah, unfortunately. Who created that story?
I don't know if it was I guess it was a Who. I mean,
The Who?
no,
The Grinch
No.
people?
no. That's a good question. I don't know.
So Whoville's real?
No. I don't think.
You heard it here first, folks.
Actually, I don't know. There's probably some historical context behind it.
Man,
And
I love
and
Christmas.
someone twisted it to being something more fun.
Probably. Christmas is my favorite holiday. I love it. Christmas shopping is getting more... Not actually, no, with Amazon, it's getting easier.
No, yeah, that's true. Want to do some local news?
Yeah, let's do it.
St. Louis Aquarium opening December 25th
It's opening on Christmas?
on Christmas.
Is it really?
It is.
Damn, I didn't know that. I knew it was opening in
Doing a
December.
whole thing, like lights everywhere. It's going to be like a huge opening.
You're
Would
gonna
that
have
be something that you want to go for Christmas? That'd be kind of a cool family thing.
you're gonna have to pay me to go. Not because I don't think it's gonna be lame. It's because I'll be real with you guys.
Don't.
I don't like fish.
Oh,
They kind
fine.
of scare me.
That's totally fine, but these fish, I agree with you.
They freak
when
me
I'm in
out, man.
Deep water scares me. When I'm in water, like
I just don't
things
like how
that-
they look.
When I can't see something and it's unknown, that freaks me out. That's why deep water freaks me out.
Yep.
But at an aquarium, everything's enclosed. You're seeing this stuff from afar.
True,
It shouldn't freak you out that
but
much.
it's not the deep water thing. It's not. It doesn't like legit like scare me where like I'll have like a panic attack. But it's just like the way they look, the beady skin, the eye or the scaly skin, the beady eyes.
Yeah.
It's just the whole feel is they just weird me out. I mean, I think it's more weirding me out than freaking me out. They just weird me out, and I don't like fish.
Yeah.
They got some sharks up there. Yeah, I'm in.
So they have like 9-10 different like exhibits, and they have one called the Shark Canyon.
Oh shit, they got the Shark Canyon?
Just like a whole tank full of sharks.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's a baller name, Shark Canyon.
Let me throw an idea at you.
Yeah.
I thought of this the other day.
Okay.
So, idea for the aquarium down the road,
Yep.
have a lazy river that goes across the whole aquarium.
I will not be joining.
What?
Dude, I don't want to be next to fish. Unless it's
You're
on my
not
dinner
going
plate.
at all?
Unless it's on my dinner plate. I don't want to be next to them. Ever.
You're not going to go?
I'll go.
Jesus. Ow, fuck.
Twist
Oh,
my arm, dude. I'll
That
go.
fucking hurt.
Damn, dude, you okay?
No, I'm good.
We had first injury on the pod.
No, it's all good.
Oh my god. Just a quick little love tap.
Yeah. No, it's all right.
But that's big for St. Lou.
No, yeah, absolutely. No,
I bet it's going to do really well.
they're trying to revitalize the area. Union Station used to be popping
Yeah.
a couple decades, or a little over a decade ago.
Yeah, I'll say right when we first moved here, Union Station was a pretty cool spot.
Mm-hmm. It died the past 5-10 years, and they're trying to revitalize it. So they put the St. Louis Wheel there, the aquarium,
Yep.
this huge not mini mall, but
Isn't this
like store area.
isn't the soccer stadium going close there as well?
That was.
I don't think it's like.
that was the original proposal.
Is it changing?
But I'm not sure. That's a good question. But that would be a good spot for it.
Because I think they wanted to do all the St. Louis sports on Clark. So you'd have Bush on Clark, and if you go up Clark, it's on
It's Blues.
Enterprise Blues, and then you go further on Clark, it's the
Right.
St. Louis,
Awesome.
whatever. Have we figured out a name yet for the soccer team?
Yeah, there's a name.
There is a name?
There is a name. Yep.
Oh, we're going to do a quick fact check. If it's not the St. Louis Archers,
It's not Archers. It was like I don't want to.
All right, here we go for you. I don't think they have it yet, bro. Yeah, I don't see anything. Hey, let's
What?
check out. Let's check out KSDK Channel 5, our list of best names. All right, out of these, yeah, so right now I don't see a
Okay,
definite.
I apologize.
But we're going to do a little pivot here. Out of these ones, which do you like, bro? And
Okay.
the viewers.
Okay.
The Stallions, that was your old basketball team name.
Okay.
The Expedition,
I knew you would like that one.
Oh, no, so, I mean, it might be game over. I might not even read these next
No,
ones.
we gotta go.
The Spirits,
Okay.
the Confluence,
No.
no, that's out. Stealth,
Mm-hmm.
Archers,
There you
the Steamers. If we're Steamers, I'm not rooting for the team.
go.
Gateway FC, I don't hate.
No, it's kind of cool. Like Gateway of the West.
Yeah, Gateway FC, I like that.
That's kinda
Rhythm or Legacy.
I like it. Expedition or Archers.
Yeah, dude, those are my two. Let's go.
And
Gateway FC is in third.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Expedition, dude, you got to. Lewis and Clark Expedition.
Yeah,
So
they started from here.
Yeah.
Right here, right? Is
Yeah.
that right? Yeah.
they blaze the trail from here.
It's kind of cool.
It's awesome. That's like the coolest thing St. Louis has. And we got some cool stuff. We're a French colony instead of a British colony.
The Arch is what? When you think of St. Louis, you think of the Arch.
Yeah, and you think of the gateway to the west. That's all we got.
Arch and probably Cardinals.
Yeah, that's. I almost want to do a fan poll. What would be, if you hear St. Louis, what's the first thing that comes to your head? It's probably the Arch.
That'd be a good Instagram thing.
It's probably the Arch. That's why Archers isn't bad.
No, yeah, it's kind of cool.
Because MLS is kind of like the other sporting teams where the team names are...
okay, Expedition.
They're teamy.
It.
Yeah, it has to be.
It's number 9 on that list.
Like with European soccer, it's basically the city. So it's like Liverpool, Manchester.
So when you say Gateway FC in that case,
yeah, it's more like
right.
It's more soccer based,
yeah,
or not like soccer based, but it's more based off of like European names,
right.
Where you do like Sox Blank Football Club,
right,
Inter whatever,
right.
Blank
Are there
United.
any MLS teams that use kind of that?
DC United is a team name. I think David Beckham's new team's like Inter Miami.
Oh, okay.
I think there's another one that's like FC. So like a football club. But let's just do it the MLS way. I like St. Louis Archers or Expedition.
Expedition's cool.
I think, all right, that's my vote is Expedition.
That's my vote.
All right, St. Louis Expedition. That's it. We're going to put all our leverage behind that. So expect it not to be St. Louis Expedition.
Yeah, that's right.
Do you know when they're going to come out with that?
Honestly, no clue. I haven't been following up too much about it, but I'm just stoked that we're getting a team. Because soccer is really big in St. Louis.
I love it.
And football left, and St. Louis feels like a 3-sport team. We have 2 sports. Blues and Cardinals will always be here, but hopefully this third sport will stay.
Dude, speaking of sports, I had a big thing, not a big thing, but a really interesting happening. I called you right when it happened last night. Mm-hmm. So on Thursday, December 12th.
Yeah, this is pretty cool.
I was working at McGurk's. I left at like 10:40, 10:45. And right when I was leaving, Ryan O'Reilly, the Blues hockey player, walked in.
Dang.
And so we didn't like cross. It wasn't like shoulder to shoulder. So I walked out. I went to the right, and he was like 10 feet, 15 feet to my left.
Yeah.
Didn't recognize him because I really wasn't looking in his direction. And the buddy I was with was like, dude, you know who that was? I'm like, what are you talking about? He was like, dude, that's Ryan O'Reilly. And I look back and I'm like, holy fuck, you're right. And you never think you're going to get starstruck. Because I always think if I ever meet like a Blues player or a famous person, I'm like, hey, thanks for like whatever. Hey, thanks for the cup. Or like, hey, thanks for that movie. I enjoyed it. But then you see them and it's a totally different story. I was like, holy fuck. Shit. Yeah. I was like, holy shit, it's Ryan O'Reilly. Do I go back in? Oh my God. But it was like, and I'm like, I was bummed. Like the first reaction was just like, man, if I would have just stayed 1 minute longer,
you may have had a beer with him.
I may have had a beer with him.
You would have bought his beer.
I would have bought his beer. I'm sure he gets it on the house. I think he goes to McGurk's occasionally. But yeah, I would have been at the same bar. I just kind of wanted to see the atmosphere of like if it would have changed.
Like a big star, like a bar like that.
Yeah, what would have happened?
That would have been pretty cool.
Fuck. I was this close, dude. I was this close, fam.
It's pretty cool. And, you know,
I would have been a guest.
I don't blame you for not recognizing that it was him because, no offense to O'Reilly, but he kind of looks like an average Joe.
He does. He has short hair, a beard. He was wearing like a turtleneck kind of thing and like a nice suit. So the Blues played that night. So they beat the Vegas Knights 4-2. Shouts to Ryan O'Reilly. Shouts to the Blues. And so I think he was just having like an after-game beer. And that makes me love him like 50 times more. And I wish 50 times more I stayed for that beer.
You know what? You should but look at when Blues have home games at night and look at nights that you are working.
Yep.
And that's when you can kind of expect perhaps a Blues player like O'Reilly to come by.
That's what I was, because that's kind of my initial thought was like, shit, do I go back and like go back to the bar and have another beer? Or just like, yeah, you just got to let it go. And he was like, you can't go back after, if you left, you can't go back.
Would you have asked him to be a guest on the pod?
So if I stayed, I mean, this is like, once again, like it's crazy. Like you never think you'd think this, but once you saw it, like you start just getting fantasy ideas. Your mind goes to fantasy land. And I was like, oh man, if I would have stayed, maybe he would have had a beer with me. Maybe we would have chatted. Maybe he would have came on the podcast. And I'm like, and then after like 10 minutes, you're like, all right, that's never going to fucking happen. What are you talking about? But it did. At the end of the day, I think it would have just been cool to be at the same bar
For sure.
if he was there. Man, I will say,
Most famous person you've seen, like, in person?
I think that's him.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. I remember we talked about that when I called you. I think that's the closest I've ever been to somebody like pretty famous.
I can't think of anyone that I've been next to that's famous. Like, randomly in person.
Bro, I mean, I'm right here. I'm
Yeah.
part of the Hate Brother podcast.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's me.
When I look at myself in the mirror every day, it's me. I don't know, dude. I think it was him. I'm trying to think. When I was in LA, I didn't see anybody super famous. Vegas, no. I think it's him. Man, that's wild.
So, yeah, maybe I understood that you're starstruck then. It was really your first big dude.
How about you?
I haven't seen anyone famous.
Damn.
No, I'm trying to think.
Yeah.
No.
I think it was, I was like, whoa.
No.
I will
I
say,
remember seeing Will Triggs, like, holy fuck, Will Triggs. Like,
back in the day.
best high school basketball
Or
player in high school.
when we were in college, too, like if I saw like a college basketball or
okay.
football player on
Steve
campus, I'm like,
Moore, baby.
yeah, Big Steve. Shouts to Steve Moore, the old Mizzou great.
That's probably it.
The old Mizzou great.
It's not even-
We had a beer with Steve Moore. We had multiple beers with Steve
Oh,
Moore.
we did, yeah.
He was at Fieldhouse one night.
That's right.
And when we rushed, he was there. Oh, no.
Rush.
No, you weren't there that time. We didn't rush, but he like came to the stands, and I was with a couple. I don't think you were at that one. But shouts to Steve Moore. What a great individual. But yeah, so almost got close to being close.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was awesome. Now I'm like, shit. Hopefully that happens again. I was really bummed. I was like, it was just like a minute
It
difference.
may happen again. Like I
Yeah,
said,
that's it. It may
you gotta
happen.
look at when they have home games at night.
I'm
when
probably-
you're working.
I don't think I'm gonna do that.
Does you want to have it spontaneously, or
Yeah, I think that's the best way to do it. I was
Yeah.
just a minute off. I was a minute off.
Yeah.
That's the thing that
I
like
agree.
really grinds, not grinds, but I'm just like, damn it, I was literally a minute away. Fuck. But shouts to Ryan O'Reilly. I know you're listening. Go Blues. That was my quick Ryan O'Reilly update from last night.
I love it.
Real quick. 5 minute, 3 minute, 10 minute special.
Yeah.
All right, we got one last. Let's get topical and then we'll move in.
Okay. Yeah. What is it?
You want to talk about Downton Abbey?
Yeah.
I know you want to talk about Downton.
Yeah. Like first show I binge watched. I'm honestly. I binge watched the first couple seasons of Thrones to catch up for the third season, but other than that was really the first thing I binged.
Same.
Got instantly
Actually, not
hooked.
same.
And you know, the first couple seasons were a lot better, I will say. I don't know if you feel
Agreed.
that way.
No, I agree.
But
I think they were just trying to stretch storylines back in like
Yeah,
season 6 and 7.
I was attached to Matthew Crawley. And when
Mhm.
he passed away, it was like,
It was tough.
yeah, well, not
He was the
tough,
show.
but he was the show. He was like the big, huge main character.
Yep.
And the show is different after that.
Yep.
Because of it. But
And I
still,
guess it was, you were telling me it was like Dan Stevens, the character that played Matthew Crawley. You guys all should know we're a Downton Abbey podcast. We love that show.
Yeah.
Love that show. But the dude just like, Dan Stevens was like, yeah, I'm out. And so they had to like write his death and it kind of just fucked up.
Yeah, so
everything.
Tara told me that. She said that he did not want to be a part of the show anymore. He wanted to do bigger and better things. And actually, Sybil,
Yep.
same thing.
Really?
Yeah, so she did not want to be part of this show anymore. And
Why?
So they killed off both characters and had to. And hers felt more
Real.
authentic.
Agreed.
Yeah, and Matthew Crawley's kind of
Yeah, that motherfucker just died in a car crash.
Right,
Damn.
but yeah,
But Downton Abbey.
Yeah.
We're going to give you guys the 3 years since the final episode update. Because the show ended like 3 years ago.
yeah, they have a movie out.
I know. We need to watch it.
It came out last September. This just in September.
Yeah, we missed it. So we missed the time frame. We're going to have to catch it when it comes on a streaming
I
service.
thought you watched it.
Nah. I was about to, but I think I watched another movie. I think I watched Once Upon a Time in Hollywood instead, which was fantastic.
Oh, really?
The Tarantino was amazing. Yeah, dude, it's award season now. All the good movies, they're all like the award season movies are out. They're amazing. I've watched decent chunk. I saw about halfway to go. We won't bore you with those movie details, so we'll go right into. Hey, brother, you ready for a little deep dive?
Deep dive.
All right, fans, you guys know this. We're diving even deeper into this kiddie pool called the Hey Brother podcast.
With a few beer cans floating.
With the beer cans, deep dive is back on the menu, and for today we're going to be dissecting alcohol, da booze. So we're going to be talking about the booze because I think it's pretty normal in basically, I think, us and a lot of our listeners' lives.
And just
And culturally, yeah.
Culture.
Alcohol has been present. I think it's one of like the longest things ever. Like beer's been around for a long, long time.
Yeah.
Here, I guess we'll start with that. What is your favorite type of alcohol?
Oh, good question. I'm not too picky. You know this about me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to get more into the hoppy, more thick type of beers, but Hefeweizen is my favorite.
The Hefeweizen, yeah.
It's a very distinct taste. It's more of a like what is it? Wheat? It's more of a wheat type of taste.
It's wheat. It's a wheat beer.
So very distinct taste.
It's like sweet. It's got some like body to it.
Yeah,
it's delicious. I think that for me, it's beer. Beer is my favorite.
Oh,
type.
Oh, okay, yeah. Gotcha.
All right, you can change your answer. No worries.
No. It's beer.
Beer?
Yeah, it's beer.
Damn.
Yep.
Oh shit! I lied. Yo, fam, it's Truly, dog.
No,
seltzers are my fucking favorite.
I don't know. I was thinking type of beer, not type of alcohol. My bad.
No, we're good.
So, but Hefeweizen falls into the beer category.
Yeah, it does. So. Yeah, Hefeweizens are probably up there. I think stouts and porters might reign king for me.
Yeah, I knew that.
I love dark beer, but beer is just amazing. I will say, I'm starting to really enjoy tequila.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm starting to really enjoy gin.
I like gin. Actually, as far as liquor goes, gin is my go-to.
Dude, it's so good.
Gin and tonic. It is. You have to get used to it, I will say, because it is very different from really any other alcohol.
It is. It's very unique.
It's, I don't want to say, it's almost piney if you don't taste it a lot.
That's a good point. It tastes so different than other hard spirits.
Yeah, it does.
I like whiskey a lot too, but the thing with hard liquor, like if I have like 2 whiskeys, I'm drunk. Like I'm not hammered, but I'm drunk. Like the hard liquor gets me really, really quickly. But I like sipping on whiskey or like sipping on tequila. A martini, I love. So like gin and vermouth is just absolutely delicious. But that goes into, I guess, the next one.
Yeah.
The positive and harmful effects. So me and we were talking about this kind of earlier. It's very socially acceptable.
Yeah.
To drink alcohol. Like we just said, the first topic or the first kind of subtopic was what's your favorite? It's very, very normal, but it is a drug. It's definitely
it is it's
a substance that you can abuse.
It's very funny. It's more harmful than
helpful. Probably.
More harmful than helpful, but like let's take marijuana for example. A legal drug. I'd say from a health point of view, alcohol is much more damaging and harmful to you than marijuana is, but marijuana is
illegal.
And
alcohol's
been something that's just, part of
the culture.
Right.
Let me put on my stethoscope and my 1 week of pre-med. I'd agree. Yeah, I think alcohol's, there's really no health benefits for it.
There is actually some health benefits.
What?
I looked it up.
That's why I was 1 week in pre-med.
You want me to name them off for you?
Stethoscope off.
So there's a few. I actually did a little bit of research. And
is it red wine?
No, not wine, just alcohol in general.
Okay, shit.
So prevents kidney stones.
Really?
Yep. Balances blood sugar. So it helps with people who have diabetes, actually.
What?
Lowers risks of cardiovascular disease and improves your libido.
What?
Yeah.
What study is this from? What magazine? Is this BuzzFeed?
Well, let me look it up. www.healthline.com.
Is that a trusted source?
It is a
source.
It's a source. I'd say it's trusted. It doesn't look very scammy.
Damn. Libido, I believe.
Yeah, actually, it says checkmark evidence based. So there you go.
See, bro. Libido, I believe.
It prevents kidney stones. It's like, damn.
If that's true,
kidney stones run our family.
I was going to say, if that's
break
true,
up.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if that's true, I'm fucking drinking. Our uncle and our pop had kidney stones, and they sound fucking
They were
awful.
bad ones too.
Yeah, they sound fucking god awful. So I don't want anything to do with that.
No.
Damn. Cardiovascular. I've heard red wine has some health benefits. Okay, maybe some not health benefits, but when people drink, it can get ugly.
Yeah.
I will say that.
Oh yeah.
It's fascinating to me how like you not turn into a different person, but like blackouts have always just been so fascinating. How you can literally forget what you did.
Yeah. No, so
because of a substance.
I looked up something, and so one thing that alcohol really does is it reduces communication between your brain cells. So the more and more you drink, the more and more your brain cells are kind of not connected to each other.
So you're like on a different plane of existence. So it's like your brain's over here, and you're over here, and your brain's trying to connect with your dumb ass, and you're just like, nah, fam. I'm having a great time.
I guess so.
I'm having a great time.
Yeah.
Man. That is fascinating.
So yeah, it makes you more, dumber than you are.
Like kind of to your previous point, you were saying, remember when you just get high and that's it, but in our kind of society and culture right now, you can get black and it's like, yeah, whatever, this dude was just really hammered.
Right.
Whatever, he's just hammered.
It's just part of the norm.
Yeah, this dude's just fucking drunk, whatever.
Yeah. It's pretty great.
It is. It is. I would say, I agree with you. I think alcohol's, I wouldn't say as a sum zero. I think the negatives outweigh the benefits.
Oh, absolutely.
I
mean, from a health point of view,
yeah,
their health is
a
big priority for a lot of people.
That's one thing.
So that reason alone, yes.
It's another thing because you're big working out too. Whenever I work out and like I run and stuff, I always feel like it's one step forward, one step back because I do really well during the week.
Yep.
You know, I eat healthy.
Yep.
I run, I work out, and then on the weekend I have some beers, and I just feel like all my progress is gone after that.
Yep.
The progress I made during the week, it's just kind of like null and void because alcohol is just so
body weight is one big negative effect of alcohol.
Yeah.
Depression, anxiety.
Damn. But it could be compounding. Maybe that's why you're depressed and you're like, fuck, I want a beer.
Right.
You know? Because it takes the edge off.
Yeah, no, it kind of makes you, I don't know what's the word.
It makes you not think about your depressions.
Flow, carefree.
It makes you not think about your depressions and your anxieties.
In a deep sense.
Yeah.
So it's, although you can think deeply when you're drunk too, though.
You can't. Alcohol is such a weird drug.
I think it goes back to the point where you don't really feel connected to your...
I would say responsibilities isn't the right word, but you're not connected to maybe stress.
To like your original state.
Yeah.
That makes sense?
Yeah, I think that's right. So you go kind of on a different plane where you're just like, this is going to kind of not mellow me out, but it's going to be, different from your original state.
Mm-hmm. I got a question for you.
Yeah, hit me up.
If you had if you had to create any bar that you could, what type of bar would it be?
Ooh!
I have a feeling you're going to say the same thing I am, but...
It's going to be a pub.
Okay.
I'm not a club guy. It's going to be a pub, but I kind of want to be a decently large pub. And I want it to be kind of internationally focused.
Okay.
I've actually thought about this. I want the first floor to kind of be like a German beer house.
Okay.
A German beer house. And so the first floor is going to be big wooden tables, kind of a ton of beers on tap. That's where the food is served as well. That's where the dining will be. So that's kind of the more sit down place to eat and drink.
Yeah.
And so that's going to be the first floor, and then the outside is going to look like kind of German architecture. So kind of like that German brown and white wooden cottage.
Yeah.
And then if you go to the second floor, that's going to be where it kind of turns up a little bit. So on one side of the second floor is going to be French based. So there's going to be like a French cathedral. Not a cathedral, but like a kind of like a cathedral tower.
Mm-hmm.
And so on the French side, there's going to be a bar. And on the opposite side of the French side, it's going to be an English side.
Dang, that's cool.
Historic enemies. And on the English side, it's going to be like a castle tower. So that's going to be one of the bars in the castle tower. The other side's going to be in the French cathedral. And in the middle side, it's going to be a big open patio.
Yeah.
Where it's just like a communal area where everybody drinks. So even though historically French and English were enemies, the middle areas where everybody can kind of, a little symbolic, where everybody can kind of mingle, have a beer. That's where the live music would be. And so that's what I want. So I want it very architecturally based off of Central European history, but very large spaces for drinking.
That's kind of interesting.
And it's called the Old Guard.
The Old Guard?
The Old Guard. What do you think about that name?
The Old Guard. No, I like it.
Oh. That wasn't a love.
No, it wasn't a love.
Tar, do you like the Old Guard? As a name for a pub?
She loved
It's
it.
done.
She loved it. All right, that's all you need.
It's the pub name.
Yeah, fuck my opinion.
It's 2v3, baby.
No, I really like it. I really like it because you have your different types of beer, different types of culture, different kind of feeling.
That's what I want people.
But it's also kind of an integrated feeling when you ended it, where you have this area where everyone can kind of go and mingle. That's kind of cool.
The thing with it is it's going to be very expensive for capital to build this shit, and because I love this history, but would other people? You know,
I understand.
Like, would people was like, what the hell is this idea?
Well, no, I think people like beer.
That people do
So
love beer.
I think people, I think there's definitely an audience for that.
What about, yeah, I think so, but, oh man, it would be so much money. But that's my bar idea. I've thought about it for a long time, and I think that's what I'm settling on.
Damn.
It's like half German, or it's like a third German beer house where the dining is, a third kind of French, and then the inside of the French bar would be very like revolutionary France, kind of like Les Mis, so it would be kind of a tavern feel, and on the English side would be very castle medieval feel.
That's really cool.
So I want you to, the goal of the bar idea would be you transport, so every time you go to like a different level or a different bar, you experience a different time period in history.
That's really cool.
So you're experiencing it yourself, you're experiencing it with others, and through that connection, you're drinking beer. So I think you're right. I think like the fulcrum of that is
because the common interest,
the beer,
is
the
alcohol.
Beer.
Right?
Yeah, it's the Brewskis. It's the Teddy Bruskowskis.
the Teddy Brewskis. The Mike Winanowskis.
The Ryan Obuskis. The Bubba Crown Royal Booskies.
See, we're doing it now.
Yeah, it's over.
Bonding over beer.
Yeah. Well, we got to have the old man drink. So we'll have a special. It'll be called the Old Man, and it's just Crown and 7
The Old Man, Crown and 7.
Hey, bartender, can I get an old man ski?
Props to our dad. God, that's
Bubba.
Amazing.
That is, yeah, the Old Man. So we'll have a specialty drink. The Old Man is a Crown and 7. Hey, bartender ski, can I get an old man?
That's awesome. Love it.
So that's mine. But here's a question for you, bro.
Yes.
How bad have hungovers got?
Really bad.
They're brutal, dude.
Really bad.
I call it the 3-beer fuzz. Dude, if I have 3 beers, I wake up, and it's not like a death hangover, but I wake up with like a little headache, and I'm like, whoa. I don't wake up normal, I'll say that. So I wake up with a little fuzziness, a little headache.
Even after 3 beers?
3 beers.
I don't get that. I'll say when I do get so I never got hangovers really, even in college.
I remember that.
I was just maybe I got like a few. Even when I got blacked out, I was really fine the next day. When I did get hangovers though, they were terrible, and when I do get them now, they're worse than what they were. So I agree with you. I just don't get them very much.
Oh,
And my hangovers, what's weird,
I'm gonna get a hangover tomorrow. I already know it.
my hangovers go straight to my legs.
What?
Yeah. So you know how hangovers, it's in your head, it's in your upper body, it's in your whole body, it feels like shit. I don't really get hangovers in my brain or mind or head or whatever. It goes straight to my legs. It's super weird. And my legs ache like they're on.
See, my body is such as
no other.
That's why I can see the legs. I can see the ache.
But it's nothing else. It's really nothing else. I mean, maybe a little bit here and there, but honestly, it's nothing bad where it's like, it's really nothing bad.
My leg or my body aches. Oh, I feel like a goblin in a cave after a hangover. Ugh. I just want to hang out in my cave and not have any human contact. But that's I know my point, but I guess answer my own question. My hangovers have just gotten worse. Like they started in college and they've just only gone downhill. They're fucking awful.
I got a question for you.
Yeah, hit me up.
What was your go-to hangover cure? What is yours?
Probably just I chug a ton of water and I watch a movie. So I'll have like a gallon of water, probably have a cup of coffee, watch a movie, shower, and then I'm okay. I wouldn't say I'm great, but I'm okay. Mm. There really is. I think it's almost like a balance, I think that's why alcohol is so interesting too, is there's great fun and then there's great reward and there's great punishment.
Right. Yep.
Like if there was no hangover, people would probably be fucked up all the time.
People are still fucked up
all the time. True, but
in college, you're like, point. You got hung up. Fuck, I'm never doing this again. I swear. Just pray. I want to get through this. I'm just throwing up everywhere the next day.
I'm never fucking drinking again.
The next day is Big Daddy. Yeah. Field house.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I've never fucking taken a Rumpleman shot. Fucking ever. Jessica, why? But then the next Friday, you're at the bar.
Oh, next day.
Oh, in college, yeah.
Yeah, just kidding. Yeah, next Friday, yeah.
It's so normal. It's from if you take like a step out.
It's just part of the experience. Yeah. It's what you said. It's normal.
But if you take a step out and you look at it, you're kind of like, whoa, this is it's kind of bizarre. It's just we think it's normal, but...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no,
alcohol's kind of a bizarre thing.
I agree with you.
I mean, I love it, but that's not like, should you love it or not? What do you think would happen if prohibition came back?
People would still drink. Like what happened when they put prohibition? People still drink, and they're like, "Fuck, we're making non-criminals criminals."
Yeah, I just think people need an escape from their, like you said.
It's just part of the society.
Well, I think it's not even that. I think people just want an escape from their reality. And they'll find something to do it. And booze is the most culturally accepted thing to do.
Yeah, and it's crazy. I mean, I don't want to go down a wormhole and go back, but going back to this point, alcohol is so much worse for you than a lot of things that.
Yep.
Aren't seen as super harmful.
Yeah.
Like marijuana is a good example.
It is.
But yeah. It's not a good drug for you, like at all.
No. And here we are drinking.
Yeah, here we are drinking while we're saying how bad it is. That's a little wet.
Hey, I mean, that's the best way to do it.
But, we're doing it in moderation.
Ryan. All right, with that.
Yep. Hey, brother.
What's up, bro?
Is it time for thank you letters?
I think so. I think we got to graduate from.
All right. News. Gratitude is back in fashion. It's time for thank you letters. Your parents' favorite segment.
Your parents love the thank yous, man.
Yep. Being thankful.
Being thankful.
Start it off. What do you got? What are you thankful for?
I'm going to go. I don't know if we've done this. I should have fact checked this. But I'm going to go with modern medicine.
Okay.
Is my thank you.
That's a really good one.
Imagine with your arm, if we didn't have modern surgery and modern medicine, how fucked you'd be.
Yeah. How long it would take to heal.
It might heal wrong.
The probability of it not healing right. Right.
You might never have function in your right arm again. Thank you,
That is
modern medicine.
That is crazy.
It is. It's nuts.
Mm-hmm.
How simple they make it.
The life expectancy has just skyrocketed because of health advantages and, like you said, modern medicine that we have today.
Like, if I have a headache, I just take some ibuprofen. It's insane. If I have this cold, I take some Dayquil.
Mm-hmm.
And if I want some crazy dreams, I take a ZQuil.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, have you ever had crazy dreams on ZQuil or on NyQuil?
I don't remember my dreams, so
Ever?
I bet I do. Not ever,
Damn.
but very rarely.
That sucks.
Very
Dreams
rarely.
baller.
Yeah, I just don't. Actually, I heard that if you do remember your dreams, like pretty regularly, that it's a sign of intelligence.
I'm not gonna. You said that, not me.
Yeah. So actually,
You said that, not me.
I want to take it back.
yeah. All right,
I did hear that from somewhere though.
my thank you, modern medicine, bro. What you got?
I am thankful for the 21st, living in the 21st century in America.
Pretty similar. Yeah.
Yeah. So this question gets thrown around like, what would be if you had to live in any time period, what would it be?
Yeah.
And it'd be really cool to live in the Renaissance era, revolutionary era.
Yeah.
The 70s, but
Yeah.
all false. 21st century
Is lit.
is a really good century to live in. Like you said, better medicine, better hygiene. We are connected to different parts of the world and can share experiences like more and faster than ever.
Yep.
It's just a really good time to live in.
Agreed.
And just the comforts, the quality of living is just so much higher than it's ever been.
100%. Like every time period, every generation has their problems.
Right.
But
and
I
this
feel like
one has their problems
100%.
too. However,
I think we have a lot of opportunities in 21st century America to alleviate those problems. Booze being one of them.
yeah.
But we have problems, but it's not. I wouldn't say severe, but I know what you're saying. Like it's just life can be comfortable.
Right. That's right. We have a higher quality of living, the comfortability. And I said, and I think if I didn't say this, I might say this. I meant 21st century in America.
Yeah.
Because there's places in the world now in the
That
21st century that
be tough.
are great to live in. But
Shouts. Hope you
21st
guys.
century America we're very lucky to live
we
in
are.
a great time period and be comfortable with.
Insanely lucky.
Right.
Shouts to. Hope it gets better for everybody.
Yeah, that was my thank you. So, and not saying that living in a different time period would be cool, but I think living
Right now it's tight.
Yeah. Yep.
I'll drink to that. Right now it's tight.
All right. You know what? We had
Yeah,
booze
we'll
as our
cheers
deep
it.
dive.
Deep
We're gonna
dive
cheers it.
and thank you
A
letter.
little deep wave, and should I real quick? I have a different type of seltzer.
Shut up. Shut up.
It's not a Truly. They had
No.
They had no Trulies left because
No.
popular seltzer.
Yeah.
Tie that in.
Nice.
Tie
Yeah,
it in.
they were just sold out.
You know what? For content for the pod, and just because what was available, Smirnoff seltzer. Gave it a shot.
Not bad.
Cranberry lime flavor is really good.
The flavor
but
is good.
the pop, like the
Truly pop.
the oomph,
Yeah.
isn't there.
The Truly
It's
umph
flat.
ain't there.
The Smirnoff is flat.
But Truly, if you're listening, get a cranberry lime flavor.
Yeah, it's actually really good.
The cranberry lime's fire. Get a cranberry lime flavor, dude. Get the Truly. You got to bring the Truly pop, the Truly oomph to the cranberry lime flavor.
Yep.
And I think that's where we're going to end the podcast tonight, guys. So with that, mash that subscribe button, mash that rate review button, so me and Ryan can make a living out of this. It'd be lovely. And we'll end with love y'all. As always, we love y'all. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Get out of here.